Yesterday, I was demonstrating some combatives for some students, and I said something that I have to go into a little greater detail on. I talked about the fact that for me, I would never want to wait and defend. Now, I'm coming at this from a combatives perspective. And for those of you who don't know, combatives is like I'm going to steal some terminology from Lee Morrison. Combatives is the black sheep of the family, if you will, the black sheep cousin to martial arts and self-defense. Combatives is at that worst case scenario where you know things are going to kick off. So here's the thing. I don't have to wait for someone to hit me if I know in my mind I've already decided they intend to hit me. If they show me through aggression that I'm in jeopardy, so there's an acronym called JAM. So if I'm in jeopardy by their actions, their assaultive vocalizations, the way they're stepping into me, the way they're posturing, if I perceive that they are going to hit me, that's one ingredient as to whether or not I can hit first. The ability, do they have the ability to hurt me, right? For instance, a child having a temper tantrum can be assaultive, but they don't really have the ability to be a threat. So for me to go full on counter assault would not be appropriate behavior. And do they have the means to get at me, right? If I get threatened on the phone by someone, I don't have the right to go drive over to their house and assault them, right? That makes me the bad guy. One thing I need to add and make sure as a parent here is that I am no lawyer. I am no one to give legal advice. This is just my personal philosophy as to when it is okay for me to do violence. I don't expect you to follow this, but as an instructor, I need to share my philosophies and ideals with all my students because that is a huge part of my job. If the threat is directly in front of me, they have the ability to hurt me, maybe they're stronger than me, and they have the means to get to me, then I have the right to defend myself. Now, my goal is to get to safety. My goal is not to hurt the person. The idea that violence is never the answer is the stupidest idea I've ever heard. Violence is rarely the answer. Violence is your last option. Violence is the worst option, but when it is the right option, it usually is the only option. So if I have exhausted all my soft skills, I've tried to avoid, I've tried to be assertive with my boundaries, I've tried to de-escalate, and it's still gonna kick off. And all of this stuff can happen in seconds, and your decision might be needing to be made in a matter of seconds. Once that decision is made, it's time to act. Now, if I can run safely, I'm gonna run. If I can find safety without hurting this person, I'm gonna do it. But if I have to go hands-on, I'm gonna do it very, very aggressively until I can get to safety. And you always have to keep in mind that when you do act, you have to also know when to stop. You have to also know when to move on. And you also have to be aware that this person may not be alone. They may have friends. So when it comes to acting in this, my actions should be an ambush. And when I'm triggered, I should go until I can get to safety. Right? So it might look something like this. Come on, man, please don't hurt me. I just stay back. Just stay back. I don't want to fight. Whatever I did wrong, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. And at this point, maybe my mind says, oh, he's not getting de-escalated. I have to do something. or I see somebody coming in from the side. So I'm still scanning, I'm still kind of being aware of what's going on around me. And when I think that this de-escalation is not gonna be enough, or he steps in such a way that he's basing to strike, I see his hand pull back maybe, his foot goes back, or he steps in with his left foot, powering his right, whatever. When I see him get a base, when I know it's gonna kick off, when I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen, then it's like, and just savage gross motor striking until I can get to safety. But I'm not assaulting him. I'm counter-assaulting him. Right? So when I go, I have to go hard. Eyes, throat, groin, balance. I want to disrupt the brain. I want to disrupt the vision. I want to disrupt the breathing. I want to break his structure down. I don't want to fight him. I want to get past him. Please, please, please don't hurt. And it doesn't look pretty. It doesn't look skillful. It looks aggressive. And that's what it is. There is skill there, but it's not what we're used to seeing. For me, combatives is my favorite thing to train. But keep in mind, if you're gonna apply this stuff, it has to be done in the right situation with the right motivation. Thank you.